Welcome to 2022. May God bless you this year. I feel like He's laid something in my lap this year as I've been transitioning out of 20 years of financial planning and rollovers, estate planning, those kind of things. It's not that I don't know that anymore, but I'm going to apply that to business owners who seem to be more laser focused on profitability, more sales, reduction of taxation, and finding grant money. So I can do all four of those things. So when you go ahead and engage us here at STLPSI.com, just pick a level: 2 hours, 4 hours, 8 hours, 16 hours you want to start with. And then right at the top, you'll see this. This is kind of a premier program to pay for ourselves. So get it started with us, retain us. You can start a monthly repeat for the amount of hours you'll need. And then we're going to go ahead and find the money to pay for ourselves and then give you more money on top of that, so to deliver our value. So we find money. Tax planners aren't taught to recover. Your number one trusted advisor per survey is a CPA. We work with them to give them what they need to file to get you this money back, but we basically create our own industry because they're not taught to go after this for you. They're just managing your money. You're managing your tax recovery program. So we're going to find the things they can recover, and then they file for it. That's how they'll come into play. We're not working to take their business away. Actually, we're working to keep them in business because they've lost pretty much 20% of their business clients have died after COVID. All right, so we find the money. Tax planners aren't taught to recover. That's a big surprise to most people. They think their tax CPA, tax planner, staff accountant knows everything. The group that I'm bringing on here to advise you, they've had 18 years of hundreds of thousands of cases, and we're typically going to find $250,000 for you. We're assuming you're making $2 million in annual revenues to find this average 250 case, and we apply to most industries. So basically, you're going to come down here. How much can my business get? You're going to click that, or you can click the picture. Either one of these links work. Click the picture. This is going to pop up, and it's going to say, this is not just about COVID. It's not PPP money. So were you affected by COVID? Emergency employer relief is here, up to $26,000 per employee. So how many employees did you hire annually? If you bring on some part-timers, let's just say it's 10. Oh, we're going to do a really small case. Let's just say it's 1. And we'll say you're in the restaurant industry. Was your business negatively impacted by COVID-19? Yes. How many employees do you have? Most restaurants have about 25. And so when we hit the tab button, this takes us down here. I'm going to be able to find $650,000 for this restaurant owner if they'll make the time and put down the spatula and step away from the grill. That's my number one problem. They just won't stop to get all this money. So this is a lot of flipping burgers. It's a lot of Mediterranean food. Just please let me help you. You have to take a couple hours out of your month to find, I don't know, 25% of your year's annual revenue. This will pay all the people's salaries. And then if you hire, just a onesie, so hiring one person, that gets you about $1,200. That can be just somebody who worked at least 120 hours. And then the $26,000 per employee, even if you only, let's say you hired your kids and you have 3 kids. I ran into this weekend. I should be able to get you guys $78,000 if they're W-2'd employees. Someone asked, does it work for 1099? I'm going to have to check on that. But definitely W-2'd is what this program is for. And there are thresholds. You have to do so much so we can recover these monies, okay? So that's a small example. Now let's go back to the most restaurants have 25 employees to 50 employees. So 25 is 650. If you have 25 per location, and let's just go the next step up is 50, and you hire them, and then there are some part-timers that you get. So we're just going to go with a super safe number of 10. So for the part-timers, you're going to get, as long as they stay 120 days, that's $12,000. And then for a company that has 50 employees, It's $1.3 million that we're going to find for him. This is just one of 20 areas. So now if you're a Checkers burger joint and you've got 2 locations, each with 25, there's 50. Excuse me. And then we move on to the next step, and there's other credits we can search for. WOTC credits, manufacturing payroll credits, technical job credits, enterprise zone credits, startup tax credits, small business tax credits. So let's look at if this was our manufacturing plant. They make widgets that usually qualifies for the most amount of tax credits. What's your estimated payroll on 50 people? Let's see, you've got them on board for 50 people. You're paying them an average of $36,000. $1.8 million plus some upper echelon. So we're going to call payroll on this. Let's call it 2.5. Okay, and then we hit tab. So a little bit of extra money for manufacturing. Now we didn't do the buildings yet, so we go ahead and hit search now. And they're going to ask us, what's your industry? We're talking about manufacturing with 50 employees that hires 10 part-timers. So we're saving them up to $1.4 million right now with the payroll of 2.5. Was your business affected by COVID? We clicked yes. Then they're going to ask, do you own any commercial property? Now here's where the real savings is. Manufacturers, let's take a look. So let's say you've got easily a $20 million business, a building, and they're going to ask you what states it is in. I'm in Ohio, so we'll just pick that. And if they're in any of these counties, there might be more deductions on tax credits in these opportunity zones. Okay, so then you hit next, and it qualifies all these different credits for you. So commercial property tax incentives, that's a really large one. COVID employee retention tax credits, that's a big one. And some of these others we'll go over when you engage us. Now you hit the next button. Did you catch that? We hit the next button, and then you're just going to put your company, name, address, phone number here, and then who's the main contact, first and last, primary contact title, CEO, CFO, HR person's looking at this. Are you a CPA? Are you executive? On the executive staff, are you a contractor or the owner? So we'll just pick owner for now. That's usually the decision maker that has to top down this to everyone, or they're not going to move until you say go. So I need you to tell them this is what we're doing. And then you're going to follow this process down here. You're going to activate your portal, and you can read this. You're going to identify your benefit by uploading some documents. We'll get you results once we have real papers, real payroll, real depreciation schedules for the commercial building. And then this $19 a month, if you have a couple employees, a little bit more, this ongoing savings portal will monitor, and any new credits that come out will alert you. So this is how you get started, and that's pretty much what this is about, saving you money. So you'll come to STLPSI.com and get started, okay? Look forward to working with you. And then if you don't understand or aren't good at computers, basically I've made some steps here. Watch the video, enter your information, click activate. We just went through that process. If you just want to schedule a Zoom, we would love to do this for you and type everything for you. We're happy to do that if you're not good at computers. And then just make sure you pick a consulting package here. I wanted to show you the savings first, but you'll engage STL, pick how many hours you want. When you click one of these packages, even I would recommend 8 hours to get this done. But if you just want to start with 1,000, 4 hours a month, we'll go ahead and click that. That takes us here. You can do a one-time purchase and try us out. We'd prefer that you do an ongoing monthly, but however you'd like to start. And that gives us access to up to 4 hours. And basically 1 hour comes with 30 minutes of prep and 30 minutes of resulting in emails afterwards for your next homework assignment. So if you get 4 hours, you'll meet for 2, and then 2 will be prep and resulting. Okay? All right, looking forward to working with you. You can always come to our website and hit shop if you want to look at the different packages and pick that. Okay, thank you so much. Get scheduled.